Hello everyone, and welcome to our English lesson. My name is Miss Anna, and I am your English teacher. Do you personally listen to one type of music, or do your preferences differ? I usually listen to various styles. However, there are some genres I do not like much. Anyway, when I listen to music, I usually use earphones and turn the volume up. It helps me feel all the beats and the rhythm. This way, I can hear every tiny tune from every musical instrument, so that's why I love it. When we listen to music, we usually use different devices, such as loudspeakers, our smartphones, earphones, or headphones, radio, etc. And if we love the sound, we tend to make it louder. Yet, it is very important to know that 1. Your loud music can be out of somebody else's taste, and it simply could cause discomfort. 2. Listening to loud music can actually cause health problems. Now, you're going to read a short article which tells about the World Health Organization concerns. They worry about damages that listening to loud music can bring to young people's health. Before you start reading, think about these possible damages. What do you think the damages could be? Let's take a look at this article. You can pause the video now and read the text at your own comfortable speed. Remember that you need to read the whole piece and catch the main idea. You can highlight keywords. Don't concentrate on the words you don't know and try to focus on the sentence meaning in general. The World Health Organization, the WHO, is worried that 1.1 billion teenagers, as well as people in their 20s and early 30s, are damaging their hearing by listening to loud music. It says nearly half the young people in middle and high-income countries risk hearing loss because of the unsafe use of personal music players, including smartphones. Loud music in nightclubs, bars, and at sporting events also increases the risk. The WHO recommends a safe limit of listening to music for just 1 hour a day. The WHO Director for Injury Prevention, Dr. Etienne Krog, told the BBC that what we are trying to do is raise awareness of an issue that is not talked about enough. He said hearing loss is easily preventable. Dr. Krog said keeping the volume down and limiting the use of personal audio devices to less than 1 hour a day would save a lot of people's hearing. However, he also said that even an hour can be too much if the volume is too loud. Ralph Holm, a biomedical researcher, explained how loud noise can damage ears. He said, loud sounds damage your hearing by killing off thousands of little hair cells in the inner ear. The cells detect different pitches of sound through vibration, but they are very fragile, and if they vibrate too much due to loud sounds for too long, they get damaged and die. He warned that the problem is they don't grow back and the ear can no longer detect sound. Okay, now that we have read the article, it's time to check our understanding, right? Here you can see the main themes and keywords from the text. Let's take a closer look at some of these words. As it is mentioned in the first paragraph, the WHO stands for the World Health Organization. Hearing is the physical ability to perceive sounds. Obviously, high-income countries are the countries that have enough money and resources to develop. An injury stands for physical damage. Awareness means knowledge about something. If we call something fragile, we mean that this thing can be easily hurt or damaged. An inner ear is an inside part of ear, and it is mainly responsible for sound detection and balance. Well, now you know the meanings of the key words, and we can check if you understand the text itself. We are going to do a true or false exercise. You will need to identify whether the 5 sentences have correct or incorrect information according to what you've read in the article. So, now it's time to focus and start checking. Let's take a look at the first statement. Over 1.1 billion teenagers risk hearing loss because of loud music. What do you think? Is this statement true or false? Of course, this statement is false. Why? It's simple. The article says that teens risk damaging their hearing, not losing it completely. All right, let's move on. Loud music at sporting events increases the risk of hearing loss. What about this one? Actually, this statement is okay, both logically and according to the text content too. So, it is true. Now, here is the third statement. A doctor said an hour of music a day is okay, even at high volumes. Is this statement true or false? Be attentive. Naturally, even if you listen to high volume sounds for an hour, it will definitely damage your hearing. So, you need to be very careful and choose the false option. Well done! Here we go with the fourth statement. Take a look. The hair cells in our ears can break very easily. So, do you have any idea whether this sentence is true or false? This statement is true, no doubt, as the article says. If they vibrate too much due to loud sounds for too long, they get damaged and die. This line from the text proves that the statement has true information. Okay, now we've come to the last statement. Let's focus. Once a hair cell dies, it can grow back in half a year or even faster. Well, do you remember what was mentioned in the article? How fast can hair cells grow back after they're damaged? Can they actually grow back? Okay, let's refer to the text and check. The problem is they don't grow back and the ear can no longer detect sound. It says that the hair cells are fragile. They are easily damaged and, unfortunately, they can't grow back. This sentence is false. Well, that's it for now. Let's sum up our lesson. Today, we've learned some extra vocabulary connected with the topic of music and sounds, found out about the importance of listening to non-high volume music, and trained our reading and analytical thinking skills. Wow, so many things in like less than 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure it wasn't tiring at all. Hope the lesson is helpful and you've enjoyed it. I sure did. See you next time. Take care.